Hi, it's Paul from Model Builder International again. What we're going to look at today is a book from Pen and Sword distributed by Casemate. This is the Tiger 1 and Tiger 2, Tankcraft 1, the first in the series. So let's flick through the pages and have a look, see what we get inside. Okay, so what do we get inside the book? So, start with there's what, 64, 65 pages, sort of semi-glossy paper. We start off table of contents. Basically start off with an introduction, basically why the Tiger tanks were developed, and also over the page a quick layout of sort of an organisational chart and how the organisations of the heavy tank battalions changed over the course of the war. Basically a map of Eastern Europe, since this book only covers, as it says in the front, Tiger 1 and 1s and 2s, German Army and SS on the Eastern Front in 1944. So basically a map of Eastern Europe with assorted place names, which come in useful when we get to the next bit. When it starts, basically there's about 1 to 2 pages describing every heavy panzer unit, Army and SS, basically where they're formed, where they move to, unit strength at certain times. So there's basically a page through 2 pages on each of them, so you can know where they were at a certain time, what their unit strength was. And there's obviously goes through them all. As you can see, there's photographs, black and white photographs with good quality captions, unit strengths throughout. It goes through up to page 16, and page 17 it starts a section of, I'll turn it this way so you can see better, colour plates with a couple of good quality drawings, colour drawings of Tiger 1s and 2s, plenty of text with each one, part views for parts of the vehicle you can't see. I think there's 19 tanks covered in this section, and there's lots of nice details there. Then we get to page 27, and it's basically a model showcase. There's 6 good high quality builds here, and the text goes through, should we say, the idiosyncrasies of each of the vehicles, as well as some of the techniques used in producing them. So some good inspiration there and some good ideas. That goes on. There's a Sturm Tiger, Panzer II. Then on page 40 we get to modelling products, and what this does, it goes through basically what products are on the market. That's both kits and aftermarket products. It goes through quite a few different manufacturers of everything, all the usual players as you'd expect. And there's some aftermarket details, including metal tracks. And then page 52, we're back to finishing off the unit histories. Basically this is where the one page of the last page of the Wehrmacht ones, and then we start with SS Panzer Regiment 1 and go through those. And same as before, photographs, unit strengths, where they were located. And this is an interesting bit, page 58. We get into technical details and modifications. And you'll see things like, it says here, May 1943, second hole in the alignment plate on the whole rear was introduced with the Maybach HL230 P45 engine. So it's pointing out the sort of details that people use to identify exactly when a certain vehicle was produced. And obviously at times it gets a bit confusing when, should we say, an older turret was fitted on a new hull and things like that. But there's lots of good detail there about all the modifications that happened. And that continues right up to the end of the book. And a quick introduction to the second book in this series, which is on the Sherman tanks, which is out now. And the third book, which is on its way, is on the Panther. So overall, if you're building a Tiger, there's everything you need is in here somewhere. you can literally, with this, you could literally choose either which unit you want your vehicle to be with. You could work out where that unit was, so you know what weathering it's going to be. You know, was the is this in the summer or the winter? Was the unit, did the unit have any tanks at the time you're thinking of? And there's lots of details in here, lots of ideas for products that are on the market, what's out there. So all in all, it's a really good book. If you're building a Tiger tank, it's pretty much all you need from both the historical and the modelling point of view. So, and the book is published by, is it Pen and Sword, and it's distributed by Casemate. Many thanks to Casemate for sending it along for us to have a look.